Health.
Biological mechanisms and aging factors in neurodegenerative diseases. Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating and crucial topic, neurodegenerative diseases, or NDs for short. These conditions, including Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, are becoming increasingly prevalent as our population ages. So, let's explore how aging impacts our brain health, the mechanisms behind these diseases, and how we can mitigate their potential effects. First off, let's talk about aging. As we grow older, our bodies become less efficient at maintaining homeostasis, which is just a fancy way of saying that our internal systems struggle to keep everything balanced. This is particularly noticeable in our metabolism, which slows down over time. But aging isn't the only factor at play. Chronic stress can overwhelm our body's mechanisms that help maintain this balance, leading to a cascade of health issues. Interestingly, researchers have found that certain cytokines, these are proteins involved in cell signaling, can serve as biomarkers for frailty and even influence the health of our central nervous system. For instance, some cytokines are linked to late-onset Alzheimer's disease, while the connections for early-onset Alzheimer's are still being explored. Now, let's discuss cellular protection. Our bodies have built-in antioxidant defenses and mechanisms to respond to protein misfolding and DNA damage. However, as we age, these protective mechanisms start to decline. This decline leads to the accumulation of altered proteins that can impair cellular function. One of the culprits here is glycation, which produces advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs accumulate with age and are implicated in various health issues. Another key aspect of aging is our regenerative capacity. This decreases partly due to a decline in functional stem cells. Damage from reactive oxygen species, or ROS, think of them as harmful byproducts of cellular metabolism, can predispose neurons to death through various pathways, including mitochondrial dysfunction and inflammation. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of our cells, and as they age, they can contribute to both energy production and cellular damage. Speaking of energy, metabolism plays a critical role in neuronal health. Hormones like leptin and insulin are essential in regulating damage and neurodegenerative processes. Changes in insulin signaling can influence cognitive decline associated with Alzheimer's disease. Interestingly, our diet and caloric intake can significantly affect aging and neuronal health. Studies have shown that caloric restriction is linked to increased longevity and protective effects against neurodegeneration. Research also suggests that certain dietary patterns can influence brain function and may help mitigate neurodegenerative processes. As we examine the interconnected pathways within the 7 pillars of aging, it becomes clear that many of these pathways overlap, contributing to shared pathologies of neurodegenerative diseases, like defective protein quality control and dysfunctional immune responses. Genetics also play a significant role in these diseases. For example, mutations in the SNCA gene are associated with Parkinson's disease, while single nucleotide polymorphisms, or SNPs, in the APO gene are linked to Alzheimer's disease. Now, let's talk about the clinical manifestations of these diseases. While conditions like Parkinson's, Huntington's disease, Alzheimer's, and frontotemporal degeneration can affect the basal ganglia, only Alzheimer's impacts the hippocampus. Each disease presents distinct yet overlapping symptoms, highlighting the complexity of these disorders. Neurodegenerative diseases are characterized by the gradual loss of nerve function, leading to cell death. Most neurons lack centrioles, which are necessary for cell division, making them highly specialized and unable to proliferate. This specialization means that stress on neurons can lead to serious issues. Researchers are investigating when this breakdown begins, as identifying the initial point of degeneration could help in developing clinical biomarkers or strategies to inhibit the disease process. Currently, neurodegenerative diseases are often diagnosed only after clinical symptoms appear, and our understanding remains limited even with genetic information. For instance, Parkinson's disease is known for the aggregation of misfolded alpha-synuclein protein and the loss of dopaminergic neurons in specific brain regions. As we look ahead, the incidence of Parkinson's disease is expected to rise significantly, potentially affecting 14 million people globally by 2040. Despite extensive research, many questions remain regarding the mechanisms of alpha-synuclein toxicity. In contrast, late-onset Alzheimer's disease is primarily linked to the apolipoprotein E risk gene. Understanding these complex pathways is crucial for researchers as they work to develop better diagnostic and treatment options. Examining the 7 pillars of aging reveals how interconnected these pathways are. Axonal degeneration, where the body selectively destroys axons, is a critical process that occurs during development and as a result of aging. It serves as an early indicator of neurodegeneration and a precursor to various neurodegenerative diseases, triggered by factors like mechanical damage or transport defects. Epigenetics also plays a role in how our bodies cope with genetic changes associated with neurodegenerative diseases. Changes in DNA methylation and histone modification can complicate gene expression, particularly as cells age. And let's not forget about inflammation. Typically a healing response, inflammation can become harmful when it's excessive. Pro-inflammatory cytokines often increase, while anti-inflammatory cytokines decrease, leading to a phenomenon known as inflammaging. Elevated levels of certain cytokines in older adults can heighten morbidity and mortality risk. So, what can we do? Modulating the expression of the NLRP3 inflammasome may help mitigate the impact of neuroinflammation in various neurodegenerative diseases. Additionally, understanding our body's response to environmental stressors is crucial for maintaining brain health. That wraps up our deep dive into neurodegenerative diseases and the effects of aging on brain health. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. Let us know in the comments what topics you'd like us to explore next. Thanks for watching, and take care of your brain health.
Pharma Pal.